Hello dear viewers, I'm Ersin Faikzade and welcome to my YouTube channel. In this brand new episode, I will take you through the deeply emotional and historically rich story of a princess born into one of the most powerful families of the modern era, the Pahlavi dynasty, rulers of the Persian Empire. Today, I will share with you the life of the youngest member of that royal family, Princess Leila Pahlavi. Before we begin, please don't forget to like, comment, and share this video. Some stories deserve to be remembered, and this is surely one of them. A royal birth, a shining beginning. Princess Leila Pahlavi was born on March 27, 1970, in Niavaran Palace, Tehran, Iran. Her father, Shah Mohammad Reza Pahlavi, was not only the Emperor of Iran, but also one of the most influential political figures of his time. Her mother, Empress Farah Pahlavi, was a sophisticated, highly educated, and visionary woman who played a vital role in modernizing Iran and empowering Iranian women. When Leila was born, the Pahlavi family was one of the most talked about royal households in the world. The media followed their every move. She was a princess of modernity, born into immense privilege, wealth, and global attention, revolution and exile, from empire to statelessness. But life changed drastically when Leila was just 9 years old. In 1979, the Islamic Revolution, led by Ayatollah Khomeini, overthrew the monarchy. The Shah and his family were forced into exile, and so began Leila's life as a princess without a homeland. Their exile took them from Egypt to Morocco, from the Bahamas to Mexico, then to Panama and the United States. Her once glamorous childhood turned into a life of displacement and searching. Living from suitcase to suitcase, Leila and her siblings were raised far from the land they belonged to. A sensitive soul, education, and inner world. Leila was bright, gentle, and deeply sensitive. She pursued her education at the École Internationale de Genève in Switzerland, and later studied literature at Brown University in the United States. She spoke fluent French and English, and she had a great passion for poetry, writing, and the arts. But Leila was also carrying invisible wounds. Her father's early death, the trauma of exile, and the loss of a stable identity shaped her delicate, emotional world. Her mother, Empress Farah Pahlavi, always tried to shield her. Knowing how sensitive Leila was, she kept her under her wings as much as she could, as both a protector and a silent witness to her daughter's quiet sorrow. The death of her father, a turning point. In 1980, just a year after the revolution, Shah Mohammad Reza Pahlavi died in Cairo, Egypt, where he was laid to rest at the historic Al-Rifai Mosque. Leila was only 10 years old. Losing her father at such a young age was devastating. It marked a profound emotional shift in her. She withdrew more into herself, becoming introspective and melancholic. At that time, I myself was just a young university student, having recently begun my studies. When I read about Leila's death years later in the newspapers, I was deeply saddened. I remembered thinking how heartbreaking it was to lose her country, to lose her father so young, to grow up with no sense of belonging. These are not things a child should have to carry, and yet she did. And perhaps that is what made her so fragile, so poetic, so misunderstood. Health struggles and silent suffering. As she entered adulthood, Leila suffered from chronic fatigue syndrome, anorexia, and depression. Her beauty and poise brought her into the fashion world for a brief time, where she worked as a model and inspired many with her elegance and distant, dreamy gaze. But fame could never fill the emptiness left by exile and grief. What she sought was peace, a home, a sense of wholeness, things that remained forever out of reach. Final chapter, London, 2001. On June 10, 2001, Leila Pahlavi was found dead in her hotel suite at the Leonard Hotel in London. She was just 31 years old. She passed away quietly, in solitude, her final moments spent away from family, far from the homeland she had once called her own. Next to her was a bottle of prescribed barbiturates, which she had used for sleep and emotional regulation. Her passing was a tragedy, but for those who understood her journey, it was the sad conclusion to a life lived in longing. A personal tribute and reflection. In my book, Empress Farah Pahlavi, Mother of Iran, I wrote extensively about Leila's story, not just the facts, but her soul. It was important for me to preserve her memory as more than just a royal name. She was a young woman of great sensitivity, culture, and heart, a woman who suffered quietly under the weight of history. Legacy of a forgotten princess. Leila Pahlavi's life is a symbol of the cost of exile, the emotional toll of political loss and personal displacement. She was born into privilege, but died in loneliness, not because she was weak, but because life had taken too much from her too soon. To remember her is to give voice to all those who suffer in silence. We honor her memory not just with words, but with understanding, compassion, and remembrance. We remember you, Princess Leila, with love and deep respect. If you found this story meaningful, please like the video, leave a comment, and share it with others. Sometimes remembering a life is the greatest gift we can offer. Thank you for watching.